The Alpha Sessions live on Radio Brockley.
Yes, it is the Alpha Sessions 10-year anniversary. I'm here with Zoe Wren. Hello.
Hi, Emma.
How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good. Did you have a good summer?
Yeah, it was really good, thanks.
Lots of live gigs.
Yeah, really busy. I did quite a few festivals, which is always nice, both kind of solo stuff. I played Cambridge Folk Festival with my band,
Ooh.
and then quite a few things with my new duo project, Roswell.
Exciting.
So yeah, I've been busy.
We'll talk about that in a minute. Last time we saw you was pre-EP. How did the release go?
Yeah, God, that was ages ago.
Yeah, I know, right?
I released my second EP, Golden Smoke, in March this year, and yeah, it went really well actually. I kind of put together a launch gig in London. It was the first event that I'd done where I kind of did all the promo myself and had to sell all the tickets and everything.
Wow, was that really hard?
Which was scary. And it's one of those things, you get close to the event, it's like a week where you're like, oh my God, no one's coming. And then finally, in the few days before, everyone got their tickets, and then it sold out at the end, which was such a lovely experience. And that's where I kind of formed my band for the first time, and we've been playing together a few gigs since. So yeah, it's been great.
What kind of made you want to form a band?
Well, when I recorded the EP, I added quite a lot more production than my first EP. Okay. I was working with Lauren Deacon-Davies from Folkstock, and we kind of built up quite a nice sound for it. And I was like, I really want to do that live. And so I asked Lauren if she'd play some guitar, since she kind of knew the songs, since she recorded them. Got my brother on board who plays the Bowra, like the Irish drums, and then another friend who plays the bass. And I was like, this sounds great. These guys are fantastic.
So is that the way forward now? Are you going to be playing more with the band?
I'd like to do more shows with them. At the moment, I'd say I still do most of my shows solo, but whenever I have bigger gigs like festivals and stuff, I'll get the band in. So I'm doing the Fatia Festival for their 30th birthday bash in November, and I'm getting the band down for that. So yeah.
Everyone's having big birthday bashes.
I know, yeah. And congratulations to you guys. That's great, 10 years.
Thank you. So let's go to the next part of, I guess, your musical journey. You obviously had your debut EP, then you've released this one, and now you're working as part of a band. Would you say, because I've noticed there's been a slight style change, you're kind of growing up with your music?
Yeah, that's cool that you've noticed that. Yeah, definitely. Like, I started out as very kind of English folk influence, and while it's still a really big influence for me, I've been kind of moving, just kind of exploring other genres, like a bit more kind of towards country and Americana, a bit more kind of blues influence.
So was it intentional, or did the journey just kind of happen that way?
No, it just sort of happened, to be honest. I just figured, why not? Just try it out.
Cool. And you obviously know Lauren Deacon, or Dee Dee.
Yeah.
We've had her on the show. How did you guys meet?
Gosh, many years ago. It was through Folkstock, actually. So she's the producer for Folkstock.
Okay.
And so we worked on our first EP together. I think we met at a festival somewhere through her mum Helen, who organises Folkstock.
Okay.
And yeah, we've known each other for about 5 years probably.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the Cambridge Festival that you were talking about. I don't know why, and I'm not sure if it's like a thing that everyone does, but I always associate folk music with Cambridge.
Yeah, there is a really big scene there, I guess, because the Cambridge Folk Festival is it's one of the biggest folk festivals here, so it's such a kind of institution, and they've got a really great folk club as well, which I've played quite recently, which is really nice, and loads of they've got a great live music scene and just a lot of folk going on.
Love a bit of folk. And you also did an awesome gig at the Shard. We spoke about this a little bit off air. What was that like?
So cool, so high up, so high. It was really nice. We were playing for the view from the Shard, so right at the top, and they had this lovely little stage with like a huge flower wall behind it, but I was facing out towards the view, so I was just playing and looking out all at London.
And luckily you didn't have vertigo.
Luckily one of the bands did, and they so that was a hard experience for them, but no, I was just enjoying it, just getting a bit distracted by checking out the view. It was great.
Mid-song, oh look, I can see the London Eye.
Yeah,
literally. Awesome. And you were nominated for the Homegrown first artist development prize?
Yeah, so I was at the NMG Awards last month, I think it was, yeah. And I was nominated for Best Female Solo, which I didn't get, but I was shortlisted for the final 5, which was
That's
really
still
nice.
really awesome,
and then
yeah.
I did get the Artist Development Prize, which is I'll be playing at Homegrown Festival next year, which is really exciting. I wasn't expecting that at all, I didn't know.
How does that work? Do you apply? Do you audition? Do you just send recordings in? What's the process for that?
For the NMGs?
Yeah.
I think as long as you've been played on that radio show, they kind of they just nominate you from that. I had no idea that I'd been nominated until I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, oh, awesome.
So they literally just pick your recordings or listen out for you and stuff?
Yeah, I think they kind of nominate you, and then you can send in a couple of your recordings for them to have a listen to, and the judges kind of make their decision. So,
is that quite nerve-wracking?
Yeah, a little bit, but luckily, I didn't have to do much. I just sent in the tracks and I was like, well, I get to go to a nice award ceremony. I'll just wait and see what happens. So yeah, it was fun.
Obviously gigging loads live. Do you still get nervous?
Yeah, it depends on the gig. I do a lot of folk clubs which are quite kind of intimate and relaxed, and those I wouldn't really say I get nervous for. Okay. But whenever I do a bigger gig, then yeah, you get a bit of nerves. I think it's healthy, right? It kind of makes you concentrate and be alert, and sort of gives you a bit of adrenaline rush. Yeah.
Need to have some potassium. I think it was Orion from the O&O who said that bananas are the way forward with adrenaline, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I will have to try that.
Are you good to start with the first song?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. What's this one called?
So this one, I'll start with the title track from my EP Golden Smoke, so it's called Golden Smoke.
Amazing.
I have coins in my pocket, good sense in my head. If you think that I need much else, your poor soul's been misled. Be a story that you've heard before. I've been king of the gamblers since I last left my front door. Golden smoke is my romance tonight. I'll lie in the arms of victory's made. Young and foolish, I'll bet he used to love. I thought my future with my true love, but brighter than a star. He's from one kind of background, I another sort. I thought love overcame such things as family thought not. Golden smoke is my romance tonight. I have coins in my pocket, good sense in my head. If you think that I need much else, your poor soul's being misled.
We've had a question in from Facebook Live.
Ooh, go on.
Do you have any busking highlights over the summer? Any good or strange experiences?
Always good or strange experiences. I'm just trying to remember what I told you guys last time I was here.
It doesn't matter, you can repeat it.
Because the best thing that's happened to me, and this was before the summer, this was in spring, but was when I was given a box in my guitar, and the guy just walked off afterwards, and I opened it, and inside was what looked very much like an engagement ring. And yeah,
were you a bit scared?
A little bit. I was like, where's he gone? Is he going to come back? And I've still...
Do I know this guy?
Yeah. And yeah, I've still just got this really beautiful ring. It's too big for me. I don't think I'd wear it anyway, because then I'd feel like I was engaged to this mystery man. But yeah, that's weird.
That sounds like a modern day Cinderella story, but in reverse.
Yeah. Well, I actually wrote... I figured there's probably quite a sad story to it. Like, maybe this guy got ditched. Maybe he was going to give this ring as a present or something, and then I don't know. It might be really sad. I wrote a song about it actually, because I thought, I'm not going to make up the story. The miserable folk singer in me thinks there must be a sad romance story to it.
Would you say, this is quite a generalisation, but folk has a reputation for being miserable?
Oh yeah. Oh, it definitely does. And a lot of it is. Yeah. Like, let's be honest, a lot of it is about, people being left and people dying and going to prison and all of the sad things. But there's also a lot of really kind of lively and upbeat folk and some really happy songs. So there's a mix, but I think, it's often the kind of the miserable stuff that kind of sets the reputation.
And where do you get your inspiration from?
From all over the place. So, I mean, in terms of kind of the music that I listened to when I was growing up, it was a lot of my parents' music, kind of singer-songwriters from like the 60s up to the 80s, anyone from like Joni Mitchell to like up to Tracy Chapman, bit of James Taylor, kind of people like that. And now just like as much different music as I can. Like, I kind of go through phases, listening to a lot of kind of current Americana music at the moment. But I love all kinds of music.
It's all about the Americana today. Everyone's talking about Americana.
Yeah, I know, right? But it's good. So, yeah, just kind of all over the place. And just, for me, I like to play in different tunings in my guitar. So I like to just go in a new tuning, and then I won't really know what I'm doing. Just sit down and fiddle around a bit and see what I can come up with, basically.
Nice. And when you're working with the rest of the band now, do you write together, or do you have the songs already written and then you guys work them?
So far, we've just been working with songs that I've already written. So we did like all the songs from my EP and then a couple of new ones. And I don't think we'll be kind of writing songs together, because it's quite hard to kind of get 4 people together at the same time to write songs. But I'd like to record a full album soon. That's the plan. So I definitely want to get all of the band to kind of contribute their parts to that and do part of the production and sort of record on that. That'd be really cool.
That's really exciting. So let's chat collaborations and dreams a little bit. Mm-hmm. If you could play anywhere in the world with anyone in the world, they could be dead or alive, where would it be and who would it be with? Big question, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like, my kind of musical idol is probably Joni Mitchell, so like that would be awesome. Gotta aim high, right?
Absolutely. And whereabouts would that be? It could be anywhere in the world.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about that, to be honest. Like, just like a big folk festival stage somewhere sunny. Okay. That's my dream. I'll narrow it down.
Somewhere sunny. Yeah. Noted. Well, let's see what we can do. What about up and coming gigs? Where can we next catch you?
Good question. So the next I was going to say solo, but it's actually my band that I'm playing with. Woohoo. is at the Fatia festival. So that's down in Bournemouth in the Shelley Theatre. That's on November the 3rd, and that'll be really fun. And I'll be with the full band. And then I'm doing quite a few gigs with my duo Roswell. So that's me and Jasmine Watkiss, who plays violin, ukulele, and sings. And so we'll be doing.
All at the same time?
All at the same time, yeah, no. To be honest, she probably could. She could probably find a way to play the violin.
You've just built this image in my head, which is quite amusing.
We should try that. We do definitely want to try doing a song where like she starts on like the ukulele and then just like switch to the violin, just like to.
I'd love to be there to witness that. Record breaking, I would say.
But yeah, so we're playing. I think our next London gig is on the 8th of November at the Yurt Cafe, which is a cafe somewhere in London, which is actually a yurt, which is going to be cool.
Oh, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Is it weird kind of making that transition from being a solo artist with just a guitar to being like full band and then also being a duo?
Yeah, like it's something that I've wanted to do for ages. Like I really enjoy playing solo, but I just love collaborating with other musicians and like especially playing in a duo. It's really fun because it's kind of easier to organise than a band, and also it's with a band I feel like I kind of write the songs and then I ask everyone to just learn the parts, but with a duo you can kind of write songs together and it's much more of a kind of partnership, and that's really fun.
Would you say you were the organiser of that partnership?
To be honest, we split it up.
Okay, cool.
Really pretty evenly.
Yeah.
Like Jazz is really good at kind of getting bookings and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah. Sweet.
Should we go to another song? Is that all right?
Yeah. Let's
amazing.
Do it. So this is, I've got two kind of newish songs to play for you. This one I wrote fairly recently. When I was at uni, I used to do a lot of work running singing workshops in prisons, and it was a really cool, kind of really eye-opening experience, and I learnt a lot from it, to be honest. And I kind of wrote this song about it. It's called What If.
See the writing on the wall. You didn't get there by mistake. Well, you won't hear these things on the outside, 'cause faith's an easy thing to break. And oh, what if the time had flown by a little differently? And oh, what if life was given the chance it needs? Well, there are voices still unheard, and there are stories left untold. They shut inside a chest of drawers to gather dust as they grow old. And oh, what if the time had flown by a little differently? And oh, what if was given the chance it needs? Well, there are lessons to be learned by those outside as well as in. What's the use in second chances if you didn't get one to begin? And oh, what if the time had flown by a little differently? And oh, what if was given the chance it needs? Was given the chance it needs.
That was so awesome. I kind of like with your music, and I'm not sure if this is intentional, but I kind of find it quite wintry, where you want to be by fire with a hot cup of cocoa and a blanket.
Yeah, I like that vibe. That's how I like to spend my winters.
Excellent. No, I very much think that it's very cool.
Oh, thank you.
Another question that's just come in. What does NMG stand for in the NMG Awards?
It stands for the New Music Generator.
Ooh.
And it's like a radio show. I forget which. I want to say it's on Cambridge Radio.
Oh, cool.
It's run by Tim Willett, and yeah, it just plays loads of kind of new music, I guess.
Excellent.
It's a really cool radio station. You should check it out.
We should definitely check him out. Obviously, being a new music programme, that would be quite appropriate.
Yeah.
So you kind of sneaked in a little bit of an exclusive without realising, I think, and that is that the dream is to sort out an album soon.
Yeah.
Are there plans for that?
Yes, it's very early days,
Okay.
but I've been writing songs. This one will probably be on it. And I'm kind of at that stage where I'm kind of applying for funding because
cool.
it's kind of hard to do anything in the music world without funding.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, that will get sorted and then I can go. I know that I'll definitely be recording it with Lauren from Folkstock.
Amazing.
We've got lots of like exciting. We've been getting really excited about we're going to like try lots of different things with the production and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, all being well, that at some point next year, basically.
Amazing, because you guys play on each other's records quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah, so like she's kind of played on all of mine, and
Yeah.
I haven't played on her recordings, but I do gig with her occasionally.
Okay.
With Dee Dee.
You played bass, didn't you?
I did, yeah. She had a few gigs coming up, and like none of her original band members could make it. And she was like, "So you play guitar? The bottom 4 strings are the same as the bass. You could learn the bass." And so I did. So I wound up playing like bass in like a punk pop band, opening for Top Loader, the Dancing in the Moonlight guys. And I was like, what's going on? This is surreal.
Was that a bit nerve-wracking?
Yeah,
Because
I'll be
obviously,
honest,
having never played bass before.
I was really nervous. Luckily we had like a warm-up gig before, so we could it was a bit more relaxed. And
Yeah.
then we had 2 kind of quite high-profile gigs. But it was fine. It went really well, and I had such a fun time.
Have you been inspired to play bass more often?
I have. I really want to get myself a bass and kind of learn it properly because I feel so much cooler playing the bass than I do playing the guitar.
Why?
You can just like rock out a bit. Probably
I
helps
suppose.
that it's like punk music. Yeah. But it's really fun to kind of do something totally different and out of my comfort zone.
So you could be like Jazz and do bass and guitar at the same time, one hand
Maybe.
each?
Yeah. I reckon that's something to aim for.
Cool, let's give that a go. So plans for the album we've spoken about. In terms of what's next, you got any gigs coming up? We've spoken about that. But in terms of singles, are we expecting anything soon?
Yeah, well, what kind of project that I'm actually working on before the album is I'm recording an EP of covers, and they're all
cool.
songs which are by female artists that have like really inspired me. So there's
Joni Mitchell going to be on there?
Is Joni Mitchell going to be on there? Oh my gosh, I don't even know if there's a Joni Mitchell song on there.
What?
Dun, dun, dun. There should be. But there's, what am I doing? I'm doing a Sandy Denny song, something that Pentangle have done,
Cool.
some Tracy Chapman, and then a couple of curveballs, which are not folky, which I'm going to keep as a surprise.
Keep it under your hat.
Yeah.
Well, we will look out for that because it sounds really,
Awesome.
really exciting. If people want to find out more about you, where can they go? What can they do?
So my website is zoewren.com, and there's like all the links on there. And on social media, all my handles are at Zoe Wren Music. So Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
And that's
all of
Wren
that.
with a silent W.
Yes, like the bird or the architect.
I like that. That's quite good. Well, thank you so much for coming down.
Thank you for having
It's
me.
been an absolute pleasure. And we're going to finish with a final song, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll play you the song that I wrote about the whole ring thing.
Oh, yeah, cool. Sounds good.
So yeah, this is my kind of made-up story for this guy. It's called Ring in Your Pocket.
Oh, you ask the old question, though you feared what the answer would be. You saw hope for a better life. She saw a chance to break free. You kept her down for far too long. Maybe all along you knew one day she'd fly away over. Don't look back. Stay on this railroad track. And now you've been left even worse than the start, with a ring in your pocket and a hole in your heart. As you wander through these tunneled walls, oh, you wanna get lost in the crowd. Swallowed up and spat out again. Can't feel pain when your senses are drowned. But everywhere you look, you see the flash of her eyes before she turns and walked been left even worse than the start, with a ring in your pocket and a hole in your heart. So you gave it to a busker on the underground, 'cause you liked the song she was singing, and she smiled at you, and you thought maybe there's a way to turn your life around. Don't look back. Stay on this railroad track. And though you've been left, you can make a new start with an empty pocket and with hope in your heart.